I've got my holiday bod, or as I like to refer to as my Renaissance bod. And honestly, right now, I want to be in sweats so bad because these Levi's are tight on my tum-tum. Hey everyone, it's Aubrey, recovering perfectionist, queen of distraction, and today is Capsule Wardrobe Day. Today we are going to be creating my winter capsule wardrobe, and I am so excited for today's video. These are hands down my favorite videos to make, and it's not just because it's fun to play dress up as an adult every once in a while. It's because living by Courtney Carver's Project 333 system, it's my third winter capsule wardrobe on YouTube, but the fourth that I have created. Just capsule wardrobe after capsule wardrobe. I'm just constantly reaffirming to myself that this is hands down the best system for me when it comes to managing my wardrobe. I'm a mom of two boys. This is our first year homeschooling. A typical stay-at-home mom, but I'm a really flippin' busy lady. And just the more that I can take off of my ADHD brain, the better. I'm very much a less is more wannabe minimalist kind of gal. So before we get into the actual creating the capsule wardrobe part, just a quick rundown. If you are not familiar with Courtney Carver's Project 333 book, it actually took me 2 years into this process to finally get around to listening to the audiobook. It was a really good listen. I highly recommend that everybody does it at some point in their capsule wardrobe journey. But basically, summed up real quick, every 3 months, I have 33 items that are part of my seasonal wardrobe. For me personally, things that I'm counting towards my capsule wardrobe are things that I am wearing on a typical day at home, things that I will also be wearing out. I count my shoes, I count my outerwear. As part of the official rules, you don't count things like workout wear, lounge wear, pajamas, underwear, things like that. For me personally, there are things that I don't count towards my personal wardrobe. There are things that I refer to as my functional items. So things like my Crocs and my rubber boots, things that I'm wearing out in the backyard or out to the chicken coop, things that I'm doing really grubby things in. Also things that are significantly more formal than I would be wearing on a regular basis. So if I'm wearing this to a wedding or a funeral, basically if anybody's getting married or dying, like I'm not counting things that I would wear to a function such as that as part of my capsule wardrobe. For storage, I just keep everything in 2 big blue IKEA storage bags. It's not my favorite, but it works. I don't really want to go out and buy anything else to just put all the things back into. But at this point, we are like for real actually going to get into this. I'm going to go grab those blue bags. I'm going to dump everything out on my bed. I'm going to go through all the stuff that I have, and I will pull out all of the contenders for my winter capsule wardrobe, and we'll see where the day takes us. Okay, so right now at this point, that bag, I'm pretty sure I was kind to myself when I packed up all of my summer stuff and I had organized things in a way to where all of my very summer and spring specific things were going to be in that bag. But I'm going to just go through it. There might be a winter friendly treasure in there that I need. Gosh, I can't wait until spring. Okay, this is everything that is a contender. This is donate stuff. So now I'm going to make a pile of donate, questionable items, and things that I'm pretty sure are for sure. Far more chaotic than I anticipated. We're gonna sit down and I'm gonna talk about my feelings for a moment because I need to process my thoughts out loud. So thank you for being my sounding board. So normally my winter capsule wardrobes, at least last year, just felt so easy, and I don't know if I am just basing this experience off of that. I definitely am. But back in the summer, I started a partnership with Quince, which I'm very thankful for. I have been very happy with like 99% of the things that I have gotten from their website. Everything is really high quality. And that is what I have been trying to transition my wardrobe into, like higher quality fabrics, things that are going to last longer than like polyester sweaters of Christmas past. And I have parted with a ton of synthetic fabrics, but I do feel like because of this partnership, I have had a larger influx of sweaters than would be typical. And this is like coming from somebody who really loves sweaters. So maybe it's just sweaters under here and it's really not that much stuff. And I'm just feeling overwhelmed by the height, and the quantity is actually pretty low. This is also another thing that is kind of, I'm not stressed out because I know it's just what happens to my body this time of year. I've got my holiday bod, or as I like to refer to as my Renaissance bod. There's just a lot of jeans. There are a lot of jeans that are out. And honestly, right now, I want to be in sweats so bad because these Levi's are tight on my tum-tum. And I've got some jeans that I'm really eager to try on because I know that there is a lot more wiggle room in them than the ones that I'm currently wearing. There's a 100% chance that I will not be wearing these jeans at the end of this video because my belly is hurting right now. Honestly, I have to unbutton. I unbuttoned some buttons and that feels better. Okay, so now that I can breathe, maybe I can think better. Maybe I just need to put sweats on so I can think. There's like a brain-body connection thing that's happening and it's just not working. I think I need to organize my piles before I try things on. I'm just having a lot of thoughts here, sorry. As I create my capsule wardrobe, I really try and think about the things that are going to be functional for my day-to-day life, and the main focus of my day-to-day life is homeschooling. And the area that we do our main homeschooling in the house, like we're right next to the wood stove, it's like it's our dining area, so it gets pretty warm in there. And this is another reason why it feels so different, is because in winters past, I have just had this need to feel warm. And now this year, I am like, it's very much on my radar. Like I need to be, and this is kind of annoying because it's supposed to be like winter's easy to dress for because all you have to do is stay warm. But now I'm factoring in the fact that I also sometimes get hot now during the day, and maybe I just stop building fires, but then like the exterior of the house, there's just so many things to think about, and I'm going to stop thinking about them. But I will inevitably start thinking about them at some point too. Gosh, there's just so much green and cream. These are just like the colors that I look the most lovely in too. Okay, so this is kind of just an overview of the current situation. I am going to start trying on some of the jeans, my questionable items, to see if they're things that I want to hang on to or not. All right, let's go. Okay, so these jeans I just got, and I had gotten 2 pairs of perfect vintage, a perfect vintage and a perfect vintage crop Madewell jeans from ThredUp, and I got them, I think like one pair was $4 and one pair was $7. So it's not a huge loss if I decide I don't like these, but I want to try them on and then do like a side-by-side comparison. These are the perfect vintage and these are the perfect vintage crop, and I feel like these just flatter my body a little better, especially like in the leg region. It's a lighter fabric, which kind of sucks. Like it would be nicer to have a thicker denim going into winter. Basically what's going to happen is like if I'm cold, I'm just going to end up wearing my fleece lined leggings and I won't wear the jeans that I have. So those ones I am going to just part with. I'm probably just going to send them back to ThredUp. This is another pair that I got. These are the perfect vintage. I have a similar wash and the perfect vintage crop. I should have got the petite length. I should have got a petite length because I'm just short, and I don't know. I have such a hard time with jeans. Does that look okay or is that weird? I just have been cropping my jeans since 2008 and I don't know how to do things any different. I don't like anything about this. Again, another side-by-side comparison. Perfect vintage crop. Okay. I don't know why I have to try them on with the shoes, but I do. I accidentally put these in the dryer. I'm just gonna pack these away and I'll pull them out in the spring when I can hopefully fit into them again, because like, it's food and cookie dough, which I guess is a food. Okay, so these are a pair of jeans that my friend gave to me last year. Very stretchy, very forgiving. Also, this is a Quince t-shirt that I got, and I quite like it. I'm very excited to bring this into spring and summer. There is a shirt that I want to try on with these, and another shirt. One moment. Okay, this is a Quince shirt. that actually just was delivered like an hour ago. And I wanted to add some more interest in the t-shirt department. I've never felt such a need to layer as I am currently. Normally during the winters, I'm just so okay with like having a pullover sweater because I don't ever feel the need to remove it. And I think this is very much like I said, we're doing so much work in the area near the wood stove that I want more like cardigan situations. Like I want to be able to just get hot and be like, bloop, not hot. Okay, so this is a shirt that my friend got me for Christmas, even though Christmas hasn't happened yet. She said that it was like me as a shirt. And I do love some denim. I do love some feminine details. She described my style once as like a Southern Belle skater, you know, like sporty but girly. And I feel like this, yes, really does encompass that. Maybe this is one of those shirts that's like, it's cute and fun in theory, but it's like something that I wear to something that I never go to. Like a country show or something. The rodeo, perhaps. All right. I'd rather be napping on this bed right now. I'll tell you that for free. But I think right now what we're going to do while I lay here, not while I lay here because obviously I'm going to have to stand up to do it. I'm just going to lay out the things that I know are staying and we're going to go from there. And I think that that's exactly what I do every time in this process when I start getting overwhelmed is I'm just like, I'm going to lay it out and see what happens. I also need to figure out what clothing I'm going to put on. All right, here we are. I did it. My winter capsule wardrobe. I feel good about everything. There's a lot of greens. I feel like in winter capsule wardrobes past, I've had more reds. I don't know. I remember growing up and my mom was always like, you look so good in red. You look so good in red. And like this red, yes, this red I do look good in. But like this red, I look a little ill, especially during the winter time when I don't have like that summer glow about me. I'm not trying to look like in any way, shape, or form I should be in the hospital. And I have tried to find the balance between, you know, the whole color analysis thing, like wearing colors that look good on me and that I do like, but then also like not thinking about it too much because I was thinking about it too hard for a while there. And I feel like I found the sweet spot. I think I would like to see more of a variety. I think I would like to have a button-up sweater that's a different color, like maybe a navy or something. I think I look good in navy. Anyway, all right, so let's chat about what I've got going on here. So first up here for outerwear, I have this navy and red pea coat. This was my friend's grandma's. This was my mom's. Cheers to hand-me-downs. This is my new winter coat from Quince. I really love this. As far as the temperature rating goes, this should be fine for winter. Here in the Pacific Northwest, we are supposed to have a pretty cold winter. Like I think we might actually get snow. You know, obviously I will be layering, but I am going to be hanging on to my 10-year-old winter coat just in case. It is just so thick and bulky. Like I'm trying to carry a child with it, but they're just sliding down because it's a super slick material and I can't stand it. But also I don't like being cold. So that's it for outerwear. I do have this green Old Navy vest that I almost got rid of, but then my youngest son actually picked out my outfit for me one day and he chose this and this super soft hoodie from Quince. And it's just been one of my favorite combos over the fall and I'm bringing it into winter with me. This was a thrift from the Goodwill that I have worn far too much. It is like my absolute favorite sweater. I wear it with leggings and socks all the dang time. This is a flannel that's actually new to me. I got this for like $4 off of Mercari. I have had it saved in my likes for like a year and a half and ended up getting it for some credits from some things that I have sold in the past. So this, while it doesn't really feel like a super traditional wintertime kind of style, I did want it to have a lighter layering piece for when we do get the temps accidentally really high in the house. And then for sweaters, I do have those two, I think they're both speckled beige button-ups, but obviously two different styles, the chunky knit cardigan and then the boxy crop cardigan. And then this darker pullover sweater I have had for I think 3 or 4 years now. That's from Old Navy. I still absolutely love this. I did have that sweater in a brown and I've been contemplating getting rid of it because again, it's just something that makes me question my health every time I pass a mirror. And that one I have in the thread-up bag to get rid of. And then this is another Quince sweater. I do really love this color. And I think that I might want to get like a button up in this color. So I just love that green, dang it. And then this is another Quince sweater that I wore more towards like the end of summer. I did not have it as a part of my capsule wardrobe during fall, but I'm busting it out for winter. This is a Quince cashmere, and I couldn't decide whether or not to put it in the sweater or the shirt category. I love wearing it with my overalls. So soft, so lovely. More long sleeve shirts. This is actually a Quince long sleeve shirt from a loungewear set, but I wear this shirt quite a lot with leggings and then like with this thing over it. It's just so dang comfortable. And then this is a double layer long sleeve shirt from Old Navy that I really like. It has kind of like a low neckline. It looks pretty fancy while still being comfortable, and I love that it's double layered, so it like kind of snatches you in a little bit. I got 2 waffle knit shirts from Old Navy. The blue one I've had for I think 4 years now. This brown one I got last year because I just was wearing the life out of the blue one. I love those this time of year. And then for short sleeve shirts, I did want to have a couple still out. This ribbed gray shirt from Quince, and then the striped one that's new to me. And then for bottoms, I have the black stretchy skinny jeans, and then I have my black fleece line leggings. I will be linking those. They're my favorite. I talk about them in probably every capsule wardrobe video, I think, except for my summer one. And then I have the gray Madewell Perfect Vintage Crop, and then the dark wash Skinny Joe's jeans, my Levi Wedgie jeans, and then my Old Navy overalls. And that's it. That's it for clothes. For shoes, I have my brown Seychelles flats, which I found at Ross last year, and I absolutely love these. They're quite comfortable. These Vivia flats I've had for a couple years. I really don't end up wearing them that often because I don't know what happened. I feel like they were comfortable in the beginning, but now they're not. Anyway, in the flat department, I have definitely been gravitating more towards these Birdie's velvet flats. I love these so much. I got these off of Poshmark, almost completely brand new for $40. My white leather jump kick Keds have been a staple in my life for like the last 3 years. I love these so much. And then these brown suede boots I have had for I think 3 years now. I do have a waterproofing spray on these that I definitely recommend for anybody who has any suede shoes that see a lot of water contact. And then these snow boots, I don't know if it feels silly or not to count these towards my capsule wardrobe, but these are just a cute warm snow boot that I definitely don't mind wearing out in public on colder days. So as far as everything that's staying, there are a lot of things that I will be wearing that I didn't count. Like there are some layering tanks that would normally be exposed as part of my outfit in seasons past, but those aren't going to visually be part of my outfit, so I'm not counting them. And that one denim collared shirt, I don't know about that. I don't know if it's going to realistically be part of my life. It might end up being one of those things that I wear like, I don't know. Also, I got this plaid skirt last fall. It is so stinking cute. I did wear it around the house one day with some leggings and it was comfy and cozy, but the zipper is starting to have some problems. So I think that it's going to be like I'm wearing it on a special occasion. Like I'll wear it for Christmas, but I'm trying to get as much life out of this. So I'm not counting it. I will not be wearing this on a regular basis, unfortunately, because I did feel quite cute in that. But my family is home from their adventure, so I'm going to wrap things up. Thank you so much for taking a chunk out of your day to hang out with me. Thank you so much to my new subscribers. And then of course, thank you so much to everybody else who's been hanging out for a while. If you are not yet subscribed and you would like to be, you are invited. Either way, I hope to see you in the next one. As always, I love you. Have fun and be kind.